Hello everybody and welcome back to You Got 5 Minutes. Today's game is none other than Valkyria Chronicles. This is the PC version, but I do have it on the PS3 as well. It was originally on the PS3 as an exclusive by Sega of all companies. You know what? Sega aren't a very good company anymore, but they do make flash in the pan, absolutely amazing games sometimes, and this is one of them. This is absolutely phenomenal, this game. Woo. Music's a bit loud.
The year was 1935 EC. Two powers controlled the continent. In the east, the sun rose over the autocratic East European Imperial Alliance, otherwise known as the Empire. In the west, a network of loosely allied democracies formed the Atlantic Federation. Both powers depended on a precious mineral ragnite for their survival, and its growing scarcity led to the inevitable war. Hostilities began in the east when the Empire aggressively crossed their western border. The Atlantic Federation responded, and the Second European War was on. The Empire, with its vast military superiority, struck hard, gaining ground in early victories and putting the Federation on the defensive. Emboldened by their progress and momentum, the Empire set their sights beyond the borders of the Federation. In neighboring Gallia, a peaceful principality along the sea, they found their next victim. Gallia had long maintained its neutrality in the tensions between the two superpowers. But the rich stores of ragnite under the Gallian soil proved too tempting for the Empire. It amassed troops along the eastern border and invaded with all the force of an avalanche. Prologue. Gallia to arms.
So, right, okay. This is essentially anime version of World War II, like what's going on in World War II. It's obviously it's been like highly romanticized, like in terms of like what's in terms of its like content, in terms of its like the way it's portrayed and things like that. But it's essentially just meant to be like a anime manga style kind of like here's like World War II and like a game in a game form, you know. So you've got obviously the East and the West fighting each other, or like maybe even like more like the Cold War rather. Like, but you seen there it was like the European War II, the Second European War or something like that. So it's essentially like World War II, I think. And you're playing the role of some people from Gallia who are trying to defend their home country in order to essentially keep essentially both parties, like whether you think the West was the good guys or the East was the good guys, or like they're both bad guys or whatever. It's like Gallia's neutrality is the point in the game. They're just trying to defend their own place. They're not interested in having a war with anybody. They just want to make sure that their place is as peaceful as possible, and they don't want to get involved in the massive like war. But like they essentially just get pulled in because of the minerals that they were talking, you were talking about in the cutscene there. So let's jump in. So this game is based inside a book, and you go from cutscene to cutscene and like level to level, as in like pages in the book. And it's really interesting because like you can just save your game. Yes, I think I will save my game here. Overwrite that one. Yep. You change the options as well. That music was a bit loud, so I'll try and turn that down just ever so slightly. Confirm. There you go. So let's jump into the next cutscene then, because like you can't actually jump into the gameplay with this game. You've got to like see each and every part of it. But I just like part of the experience of this game is seeing all this stuff. Like watching the cutscenes, seeing seeing how the story progresses in terms of like not just the gameplay, but in terms of like what they've actually put down as like a set canon for the canon, because it's a war, set canon for like the actual storyline. So when you get into the actual gameplay though, when you actually get into the your like the strategy part of the game, where you're actually going down and like fighting the enemy troops and all that, once you start building your army, like I think you can get like over 100 characters, and each of those 100 characters is like they're unique in their own way. And see, if they die, they're dead. They don't come back. You can't revive them. Like, the only way you can make sure that they don't die is finishing the mission before they do actually kick the bucket. So anyway, let's jump into this next episode. This is really cool. I love this game. It's beautiful as well.
March 1935. Outside the Gallian border town of Brule. Residents are leaving the town before the invasion, headed inland towards the capital.
I haven't been down this road in years. It really hasn't changed very much. Whoa. Already? Hey there, guys. You're beautiful. Starting early this year. You're heading upstream, huh? How's the water?
We can't speak, we're fish. Wait a minute.
Freeze!
Uh-oh.
Put your hands in the air. Slowly. Haven't seen you around before. What's your name?
My name's Welkin. And you are...
The one with the gun. We're with the Bruletown Watch. I'm Alicia. Alicia Melchiot. So, I'm wondering what you've been writing in that little book you've got there. Imperial spies are in the area.
This book is nothing, really. I was just sketching the fish and, you know...
Yes. Oh, I know. And you know there's a war on, don't you? All right then, Mr. Artist. We'll talk about fish sketching down at the station. Take him away.
Thanks, fish.
New episode had been added, so like, yeah, now that I've done that, I can go back and watch all these things if I want. But let's jump in. The Imperial attack.
Flowers, bugs, and fish. You're not bad with a pen, are you? I have to say, they're really very good.
Thank you. So you see, I really was just sketching.
Maybe. Or this could be some kind of secret code. And I intend to take my time finding out for sure.
Great.
Welks? Is that you?
Isara! Oh, your timing is perfect.
What have you gotten yourself into now, Welkin? Wait. Don't you live at the old general's house? That's right. I'm General Gunther's daughter, Isara. You do know everyone's supposed to evacuate, right? Yes, I'm aware of that. My brother's here to help me move to the capital, but that may be difficult. I mean, unless you're willing to let him go, that is. Huh? I apologize, but I was just doing my job, you know. I saw you with the notebook and thought you were a spy. Again, I'm really sorry about that.
Thanks. Don't worry about it. I can see how I might have looked a little suspicious.
Welks has a real passion for observing nature. That's why you're studying it at the university, right?
Guilty as charged. I get so into it sometimes I forget where I am or that somebody might be watching me.
Gunfire!
Uh-oh.
Everyone keep your heads down!
Over there! Come on! Damn it!
Welkin, you can handle a gun, right?
Yeah. I mean, I made it through training anyway.
Well, they're probably just a small scouting team. We should be able to take them out.
I'm with you.
This is awesome. So, yeah, I'll probably get into, like, this one mission here and then maybe see the cutscene after it, and that'll probably be the video, folks. But, yeah, this next thing is, yeah, I'll definitely have to save it. Menu, save. Yep, overwrite. There you go. But yeah, so like every time you get to one of these like map area kind of like things, like you can see this is a cutscene, that's a map there, that's like the prologue though. This thing here, Encounter at Brule, you can see like a little sort of top-down map. This is an actual mission, and this is the first mission. So like it shouldn't be too difficult at all.
Okay, here's the plan.
Okay, here's the plan. Brule. We've got to eliminate the Imperial scouts that are approaching Brule. We'll deploy from here and take out all 3 of them. Just cross the bridge and take them down as fast as you can. Our objective is to eliminate all the enemies. Let's take care of them one at a time, nice and easy. Right, so there's 3 failure conditions here. 20 turns pass, or Welkin or Alicia die. So victory is simply defeat the 3 enemies.
Let's get started. Just stay calm and get it done.
Okay.
I see 3 of them.
That's 3 too many. Stay sharp.
Okay.
Listen a second. There's something I should explain.
Nice, CP command points. When combat starts, you'll see a map of the area of your unit's positions. This is referred to as command mode. Here you'll select a unit you'd like to move based on their position, respective to the enemy. Then press A. Doing so uses up one command point, one of the command points, CP, displayed at the top of the screen. They reflect your ability as a commander. They represent the number of times you can give instructions, i.e. to control your units per each player phase. Yeah. In this battle you have 3 CP, so you can issue instructions to your units up to 3 times. Let's try moving that unit now. Right, okay, so I'm gonna like show you here like the map, right? I've got to take out these 3 guys here. So the first guy is a scout. All 3 of them are scouts, so and all 3 of ours is scouts. So I think Alicia should go first, because she's like... So you can see here, this is like a little wall area. You're able to take cover. So there's a kind of bit of strategy involved in this game where like there's not an awful lot of strategy. Like it's not like a total strategic game, but you can play it that way, I guess if you like. But this gives you the ability to plan out what you want to do. So you can see there's a wall there. So I'm going to try and get Alicia up to that wall and take cover. This guy's not covered at all, so like I could take cover. If he shoots at me, I can maybe hide behind that cover. So I'll just give you a basic show you of it now. Action points. CP. Use CP to select a unit in command mode. Then you'll be plunged into action mode. Here you can freely move a unit you selected around the field. So this orange bar, yeah, as you move around in action mode, the action points gauge at the bottom of the screen will gradually deplete. This represents that unit's mobility. Once it reaches 0, you'll not be able to move. So even when it reaches 0, you can still finish your turn by shooting things and all that. But it just means that you can't move anymore. Keep an eye on the unit's remaining AP while they are in motion is critical to keeping them safe. So let's take that guy out. Right, okay. So you just move the character with the left stick. So as you can see down the bottom there, my action points are like slowly depleting. A bit attacking. Press the right bumper button to enter target mode. There you will, the unit will prepare to attack with the currently selected weapon. Use the left stick to move the crosshairs on an enemy, or the left bumper and right bumpers to snap between targets. Enemies will not attack you while you're in target mode, so make sure you time your aim well before pressing A to fire. Your shots will land somewhere within the circle surrounding the crosshairs, so it's best to centre it on the entire target. Yeah, shots will shots to the head or other weak points will result in greater damage. Yeah, so yeah, it's basic, very very simple. Crouch. There you go. And where's that guy got his back to us? He's meant to be a scout. Right, okay. So it shows you here how many shots it's going to take to kill this person. So 7 shots for like a week, like just a normal area. But if I aim at the guy's head, it should only take 2. Yeah. So go. There you go. He's down. Ending actions. A unit with 0 remaining AP has already performed an attack. In target mode is unable to act further. Press B to end their action. This will return you to command mode, where you will be able to select the next unit you wish to redirect. Yeah, okay, so my character is... See, I can now move my character over this way now. Using cover, eh? So that cover there. Yeah, I know how to use cover. I've showed you how to do it. You just tap A when you're next to it to use cover. So move my character out here. Oh. End the current action. And like every time you take a turn, by the way, it takes off like a portion of your action points. It's like Welkin will still have his full orange bar, but Alicia has only got like, I don't know, 2/3 of it now. So you can only use that amount of action points. So what we'll do is we'll use her again, because we could probably like take care of these 2 characters with her. So I'm just going to jump into her again. And we will take care of this guy here. Oh, 2 points. Yep. Right. And this last guy over here. End current action. And we'll just do it again. Do the same thing again. Yep. So that's it. Total mission over. Alicia totally took the fight to the enemy and like killed all of them herself.
I don't see any more of them.
Total A rank. A new episode has been added, so we'll see this final cutscene and then we'll call the video there, guys. But yeah, that's the basics. That's the very basic gist of the game. But it's awesome. It's beautiful as well.
Miss Melchiot, there's no other sign of the enemy.
Good. Now, go keep watch and stay alert.
Yes, ma'am. What should we do with the bodies, ma'am?
We'll bury them. So it's begun. I'll do whatever it takes to protect the people of this town. I'll do it. Even going to war, I'll do it. What are those?
Seeds from the lion's paw. It blooms white, small, simple, and strong.
I want to be able to remember, once the war is over, that it wasn't all just people killing people. That even in war, there was also new life.
On the 15th day of the 3rd month of the year 1935, the Empire began its assault in earnest. A formal declaration of war was made upon Gallia. Though it was only a small front in a massive continental assault, what followed would prove that a tiny nation could best a military giant. These events would tell a story of tragedy hidden in the mists of time. A story of courage and of trust, of persecution and hate, and of love blooming even through the flames of war. What follows is a record of this conflict, and of those who fought, lived, and died.